Good day, Africans and dear Nigerians. It is our collective responsibility to continue to educate those who are ignorance of reality and those who are ignorance of the fact that every developed and developing nation in the world has a capital city. And for every state of the federation also has a capital city. And in every capital city of the state, there are indigenous communities. The Federal Capital Territory (FCT) it is not an exception. Before the creation of FCT by Decree 6 of the then Murtala Mohammed military regime in 1976, there are original inhabitants situated in a geographical location called Abuja before it became the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. This original inhabitant comprises of 9 indigenous tribes. This original inhabitant has a rich culture and traditions. These original inhabitants are citizens of Nigerians, and there is no policy document to evidently shows with a prima facie evidence that there is an adequate compensation to this indigenous community. This indigenous community, what they deserve is not even compensation. It is an integration with other Nigerians. By the provisional provisions of the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, FCT is a home for every Nigerians. But there are original inhabitants situated at this particular plot of land called FCT today. There are Abuja Aborigines who were situated here before the establishment of the Federal Capital Territory. What the federal government needs to do is to integrate the natives community, the indigenous community with the Federal Capital Territory. You cannot compensate the owner of the land and ask him to leave that same plot of land for another Nigerian to occupy that particular plot of land. We are all Nigerians. We are all citizens of Nigeria. We should have an equal right before the law. That is what the Lord said. It is our belief that the land and what is on the land belongs to the government. The original inhabitants of the Federal Capital Territory are also part of the government. Therefore, what the original inhabitants deserve is an integration, and also they should be captured in the policy document of regional plans of the Federal Capital Territory and not compensation. There is no evidence of compensation to the original inhabitant. But day in, day out, we see developers coming with the name of that the plot of land has been allocated to them through the government and demolish the structures and properties of original inhabitants, therefore causing more hardship to the original inhabitants of those particular plot of land. The original inhabitants of FCT are peace-loving people. We are not fighting the government, neither to fight our fellow citizens of Nigeria. But we are calling the government to be just and fair in distribution and allocation of our resources. Let us also have a sense of belonging that this plot of land belongs to us. If government is taking this land to us and giving to other Nigerians without an adequate consideration to the original inhabitant of FCT, this is an injustice. We are calling the federal government of Nigeria. We are also calling the United Nations to please intervene and address this concern once and for all. And for any citizen of Nigeria who say that the original inhabitants have been compensated, he is not being fair to himself, and the person should please come forward with the evidence to convince us that the original inhabitants are truly compensated, as it has been misguided and misinformed to other citizens of Nigeria. Original inhabitants are not compensated. That is a misinformation by some other Nigerian. And I call other Nigerian who feels that the original inhabitants are compensated to have a sense of humanity and look inward to put themselves in the shoes of original inhabitant, to feel if you are in your own state, in your own locality, and the government is allocating that same plot of land to another citizen, it means that government is putting value or giving superiority to a particular citizen to another. We are all citizens of Nigeria, therefore we should enjoy equal rights as the citizens of Nigeria. There is no citizen is more citizens than any other. We are all first class citizens of Nigeria. Therefore, we should not be neglected. Our parents and grandparents sacrifices, and I agree that this land should be the federal capital territory. Therefore, you should not send their children and grandchildren away from this land. There should be an adequate integration by the federal government of Nigeria. This will ensure justice and fairness. It is our belief that this clarion call will appeal the sympathy of the federal government and other persons on the authority and address this concern amicably. Thank you, and may the Lord continue to make Nigeria great and a better country again. We believe in one Nigeria, and let us continue to stay together. Thank you.